afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4, the Brady Mallory Show.
Here I am all week,
Good to see
whether
you.
you want me or not.
We want you here.
Okay.
We enjoy having you here.
Good to see you.
Busy day. Let's get started. Judge Janet Protasewicz is going to get a new title in a couple of hours. Justice Protasewicz. We're live from her swearing in to the Supreme Court.
A third possible indictment looming for former President Trump. I'm Skyler Henry in Washington with the mounting federal and state cases.
And the DNR adds recommendations to the new wolf management plan. How many wolves does it want in the state?
Let's take a look outside. Warming up a little bit out there, but not bad for a bike ride.
No, stay hydrated and enjoy.
That's right.
August 1st.
It is. Where's the time go?
Christmas will be here before we know it.
Yes. A little more steamy, though. Other words, Gary Canalti is out on the patio and going to get even warmer.
Not looking for any snow yet. Christmas is still a little ways off yet, but we will see our temperatures and our humidity levels rise over the next couple of days as we look at visible cloud track. See those cumulus clouds popping up this afternoon? That's an indication that there's a little bit more moisture in the air, but most of the thicker clouds are still well to our south and to our west. And right now on Doppler track, some showers and thunderstorms up in northern Minnesota, but really nothing across most of Wisconsin and the southern part of the state will remain precipitation free probably for the next couple of days. Low temperatures this morning back into the 40s again, north and west of Wisconsin Dells. Madison dropped to 57 degrees, Milwaukee 64, but those temperatures won't be quite as cool for tomorrow morning. And right now temperatures are into the lower 80s across most of southern Wisconsin. A few places still in the upper 70s, but here in Dane County, we've got Madison at 83. So is Middleton at 83, and temperatures 81 degrees in the town of Perry. Otherwise, look for skies to be variably cloudy this evening. Temperatures dropping into the lower 70s by late evening, so it won't get quite as cool tonight. Later on, I'll take a look at our prospects for rain. At least over the next few days, they seem to be low, but they might pick up a little bit as we head toward the weekend.
All right, Gary, we'll check back. Thank you. At the state capitol, within the next hour, our new justice will be sworn in to the state's highest court.
Incoming Justice Janet Protasewicz is joining the court this evening, which will shift the balance of the court for years to come. Joining us now ahead of the ceremony is political reporter Will Keneally.
Hi, Will. What's the scene like there right now?
The state's abortion ban, legislative match.
Hey, Mark. Hey, Brady. So it's actually pretty crowded here in the Capitol Rotunda, essentially what you'd expect for a governor's inauguration. We haven't seen a ton of these for Supreme Court justices, kind of underscoring how important this office is. For example, a couple of the more liberal justices, their recent swearing-ins have been a little bit quieter. Rebecca Dallett had one in the Assembly chambers. Jill Karofsky actually had hers amid a 100-mile run at mile 35. They swore her in just kind of in rural Wisconsin. The most recent one that we've seen on the conservative side has been Brian Hagedorn back here in the Rotunda, again kind of underscoring how important these Supreme Court seats have been recently.
Right, and this will be a pretty big shift for the court, so what are we expecting to happen?
Exactly. So this will be the first liberal court that we've seen, liberal majority court that we've seen since 2008. So we'll see essentially a 2-year period here before the next Supreme Court election, where the liberals on the bench will probably try and do a lot of these liberal cases that they want to see. In Dane County, right now, there's a circuit court case dealing with the state's abortion law. We'll likely see that head up to the high court, as well as essentially a litany of Scott Walker-era policies. That includes legislative redistricting, as well as Act 10 and collective bargaining.
Other things we're expecting to hear?
Yeah, exactly. So we have a little bit of a sense of what we might expect Justice Janet Protasewicz here to speak when she gives her remarks within the next hour or so. Essentially, abortion has been a key point of her campaign, and she's framed it essentially as a lot of personal freedoms. So we'll likely hear a lot of that come from her remarks later this evening.
All right, looking forward to a later report. Will Keneally live at the state capitol. Thank you. GOP Representative Tom Tiffany will not seek to challenge Democratic Senator Tammy Baldwin for her U.S. Senate seat next year. Tiffany said he instead plans to run for re-election in the House, mirroring Wisconsin Representative Mike Gallagher. Republicans have yet to field a top-tier challenger against Baldwin, though businessman Eric Hovde, who lost in the GOP primary for the state Senate seat in 2012, may run for the seat again. In a statement, Tiffany said, quote, "I can make the greatest impact to continue to serve the great people of Wisconsin in the House of Representatives." Well, today is day one of the annual Noble CrossFit Games in Madison.
Well, organizers confirmed over the weekend this year's games will be the last ones held in Madison for the foreseeable future. Kyle Pozorski spoke with organizers today to preview the event. Kyle?
Well, Mark and Brady, it may be the last year for the games are being held in Madison, but excitement is still high. Today I watched a bit of the game, seeing the competitions, lifting weights, along with some heavy endurance events. Heather Lawrence is the director of the sport operations for the games. She tells me that even though they like seeing who can lift the most and run the fastest, the competition is about bringing together a combination of disciplines.
These athletes are being tested across all types of activities. We've got running, biking, gymnastics type skills, weightlifting, and everything in between. Lots and lots of workouts, funneling down from mini athletes to crowning our fittest in every division.
Beside the competition, there are plenty of other areas to check out, including the many vendors and the spectator workout area. And like you said earlier, next year's games will be held in a new location outside of Madison. CrossFit says it will be announced at the end of the ongoing competition season. This year's games run through Sunday at the Alliant Energy Center.
Thank you, Kyle. A woman is critically injured after someone attacked her on Madison's west side last night. A suspect, a 43-year-old woman, is now in custody. Police responded just before 6 p.m. to an address on part of Raymond Road near the intersection of Whitney Way. Officers found a woman with potentially life-threatening injuries, and she was immediately taken to the local hospital for treatment. Police say the victim appears to be the intended target. The Madison Police Violent Crimes Unit is now leading the investigation.
Well, today, University of Wisconsin hospitals were named the best hospitals in Wisconsin for the 12th straight year by U.S. News and World Report. The outlet surveyed over 5,000 hospitals nationwide to compile the rankings. 3 of UW Hospital's medical and surgical specialties were also ranked near the top in the nation: ear, nose, and throat, obstetric and gynecology, and orthopedics. The hospital also rated highly for procedures that impact patients 65 years and older.
Today, Wisconsin wildlife officials released a revised draft wolf management plan that recommends holding the statewide population at about 1,000 animals, a concession to conservatives looking for a hard limit. In 1999, the Department of Natural Resources adopted a wolf management plan that called for capping the statewide population at 350 wolves. The population has roughly tripled since then. The plan the DNR unveiled today still doesn't set a hard population goal, but it does include a chart laying out recommendations on when to reduce the statewide population.
We have a model that produces a range of estimates, and you mentioned it can range from 800 to 1,200, but the most likely value, which is in the middle of that range, is statistically way more likely to be than the outer edges.
The new draft retains provisions from the original that call for reducing the window for registering wolf kills from 24 hours to 8 hours and issuing hunting licenses for specific wolf management zones. Right now, wolf licenses are valid in any of the state's 6 zones. The DNR's policy board is expected to vote in October on whether to adopt the management plan.
Well, a federal grand jury in Washington is weighing a new indictment against former President Donald Trump.
This grand jury has been investigating his actions after losing the 2020 presidential election, including the events on January 6th.
Skylar Henry has more details from Washington.
The grand jury meeting at a federal court in Washington, D.C. today has been hearing evidence on whether to bring charges against former President Donald Trump for his actions after the 2020 election and on January 6th. Special counsel Jack Smith notified Trump's attorneys he was the target of an investigation looking into 3 possible criminal acts, including conspiracy to commit an offense or defraud the U.S., obstruction of an official proceeding, and a civil rights era law which makes it a crime to threaten or intimidate anyone in the free exercise or enjoyment of a right or privilege. Trump may also soon face new charges out of Georgia, where a grand jury is looking into attempts to replace state electors with people loyal to him. Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis says her office is ready to go and will announce whether she is charging Trump no later than September 1st. Willis launched an investigation after Trump was heard on a recording pressuring Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger to find votes.
Look, Brad, I have to find 12,000 votes, and I have them.
Willis's office says the DA has received racist death threats and asked the FBI for resources at the courthouse. Skyler Henry, CBS News, Washington.
And Trump is already due to go to trial next May over his handlings of classified documents.
That case was also part of the special counsel's investigation.
Well, today the Wisconsin Office of School Safety held standard protocol and reunification training in Middleton. The procedures taught in training are practical, action-based responses given to any situation within a school community to standardize response and reunification. The protocols provide a standard vocabulary for all stakeholders to understand the response and status of the event. The vocabulary includes hold, secure, lockdown, evacuate, and shelter.
With everyone here today, we have all of the stakeholders together. We're learning together, and this afternoon, we're going to learn through scenarios together on how we can work together to ultimately have a positive reunification in the event a crisis does take place.
The training provided by the Office of School Safety is open to all community members in a participating school district.
The family of Henrietta Lacks has reached a settlement with biotechnology company Thermo Fisher for using and profiting off her cells. Lacks' cells were taken without her consent while she was a cancer patient at Johns Hopkins in Baltimore in the 1950s. Her family was joined by their attorneys as they announced the settlement, which came on what would have been her 103rd birthday.
I can think of no better present than to give her family some measure of respect for Henrietta Lacks, some measure of dignity for Henrietta Lacks.
It was a long fight. It was a long fight, over 70 years. And Henrietta Lacks gets her day.
The cells from Lacks' body became a critical research tool for the development of vaccines and medical treatments to this day. The terms of the agreement are confidential.
Well, our very popular News 3 Now app has gotten a makeover.
We'll take a look at our new and improved news app when Live at 4 continues.
Stoughton Health has 3 convenient urgent care locations for the care you need without the wait. We have clinics in Oregon, Stoughton, and McFarland with extended hours to fit your schedule. Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
Get 11% off everything at Menards. Update your garage with a Genie Garage Door Opener. This powerful, lightweight, belt-driven model is ultra-quiet, making it the perfect choice for you. This 1-horsepower Genie Garage Door Opener is just $189.99 after rebate. Clean up your garage with Libman Cleaning Supplies. The 18-inch push broom comes in smooth, rough, and multi-surface models to accommodate your cleaning needs. An 18-inch push broom is just $889 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
One of the great things about having a partner like Quartz is we both believe in the transformative power of bringing people together, creating that sense of belonging and connection to our community.
In partnership with Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra, we've been able to create that experience for our members, for our neighbors, and for all of us at Quartz so we can all thrive.
At Quartz, we have a passion to stay connected to our community, and we believe that these strong ties to the people of our community is what sets us apart.
Postmenopausal women with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer are living longer with Kisqali. So long live family time, long live dreams, and long live you. Kisqali is a pill proven to help women live longer when taken with an aromatase inhibitor. And Kisqali helps preserve quality of life, so you're not just living, you're living well. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Long live hugs and kisses. Ask about Kisqali and long live life.
Hopefully, your family will never need to hire a personal injury lawyer. But if you ever do, it's important to understand that not all law firms are the same. A lot more is involved than one phone call and a quick settlement. To make things right again, it can take time, and it will take talent. Since 1930, Habish, & Rotier has recovered more million-dollar results for our clients than any other law firm in Wisconsin. Habish, & Rotier, national reputation, hometown service.
Stoughton Health has 3 convenient urgent care locations for the care you need without the wait. We have clinics in Oregon, Stoughton, and McFarland with extended hours to fit your schedule. Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
We are standing by for a special report from CBS over possible indictments in the January 6th case against Donald Trump. So we'll standing by. We'll take it when it comes in.
Until then, back to our news.
In other news, CBS says it's announced it's laying off 5,000 employees.
A pharmacy says the reductions will primarily affect corporate employees. The changes are part of an effort to cut costs and focus on health services like its primary care offerings. CVS currently employs about 300,000 people.
Uber's pandemic recovery is still going, but it's starting to slow down. The rideshare company announced revenue rose 14% last quarter to $9.2 billion. That just misses Wall Street's estimates. The number of trips customers took for the quarter, ending in June, jumped 22% to 2.3 billion. That's about 25 million trips per day on average. Uber also announced the company's chief financial officer is leaving in January. A search for his replacement is now underway.
Are you looking for work? It may not be the best time. Job openings in the United States are at their lowest level in more than 2 years. According to the latest labor turnover data published today, the number of available jobs fell in June to 9.58 million. That's the lowest level of job openings reported by the Bureau of Labor Statistics since April 2021. Economists were expecting 9.61 million openings. That's how many vacancies there were in May. It's a big change from March of last year when vacancies peaked with more than 12 million.
The stocks started out August on a mixed note following a hot July. The Dow Industrials added 71 points, but the NASDAQ Composite Index fell 62. The S&P 500 was off 12. Well, today's a big day in the Channel 3000 newsroom. We've updated our news app.
Woo, we need some confetti. James Langer is here with us.
We have James.
Yes, we have James, our digital content manager at channel3000.com. And so tell us about all these new features.
Yeah, I think we're really excited about it. This is a long time coming. A lot of preparation went into it. And I think we're just as excited to kind of play around with the new app as I think users will be too. So a lot of what we tried to do was make this new app quicker, more, easier to use, easier to flip through certain stories, just to make sure you get everything you need to learn in a day in a quick amount of time. You don't have to spend a lot of time waiting for the app to load, that kind of thing.
And you can customize it.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm really excited about is when you download this app, or if you go to your app store now and update it if you haven't already, if you already had our old app, you can fully customize that homepage. So you can customize the categories to the way and the order that you want them. So say you want weather at the top of the page, you can drag and drop that to the top of the page. If you're not into politics, you can drop that from your top stories feed. If you're not into sports, you can do that. So you can totally set up the page, the app homepage the way you want to.
Yeah, I have the customization thing here. It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
It really caters to the trends of how people consume news. They want what they want it fast, they want it easy, right in the palm of their hand.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, once you get that figured out, you can also then just, once you open an article, for instance, you can just swipe to the next story too. You don't have to mess around going back to the home page.
Oh, that's good.
So you can catch up on multiple stories in just a few minutes, just with a few flips of your finger.
It's
there.
very fast.
It is very fast. Yeah, I think that's one thing that when I was showing you guys this in the newsroom, that was the first thing you all said too. Wow, this is so much faster than the old app. Videos play a lot quicker when we push out a live stream. Like, we're waiting for the special report right now. We'll send a push alert out. That live stream will pop up right away. There's no real lag time there either. So it's great from my viewpoint.
So if you had the old app, it should automatically update or not?
It kind of depends on how your settings are set up. So if you traditionally, your apps update on their own when you plug it in overnight, you can wait for that auto update. Otherwise, you can go into the App Store, search for Channel 3000 and update it manually too. And also if you don't have the app or didn't have the app before or you didn't like it, this would be a great time to try it out now.
How much work has it taken to get to this launch day?
A lot, yeah, a lot, because we have so much much content on Channel 3000. You know, I was here the other week talking about the 25th anniversary. Part of the big deal is like it's such a sprawling site with so much news, so much there, a little bit for everybody. So it took a lot of time to kind of get that up to speed.
And this live streaming seems a lot better too.
It is, yeah, absolutely. So, you know, the same old, you know, newscasts at noon or 4, you can still tune in and watch on your phone now too, but also if there's breaking news through the day, or if we're covering, you know, significant events in the middle of the day, we'll break in there too, and you'll have it right here in your hand.
You're still doing push reports?
Yep, still getting those push notifications. I just sent one right before the newscast started on an update on the MPD investigation. So that's the best way to make sure you're, you know, in touch with the news throughout the day.
Yeah, we all work together. They're up on the hub up there, and we go back and forth. So.
Yeah, I let you guys know what's going on. You let me know what's going on. It's great.
Big happy families. So download it. It's Channel 3000?
Yeah, search Channel 3000 in your app store, whether that's iOS or Android.
Okay. Breathe now. Take a relax. Enjoy.
I can.
You did it.
I can. Thanks.
Well, here's a question for you. How would you feel about a robot doing your next manicure?
I don't know. How much does it cost? Well, this may be on the way. AI beauty robots. It's coming up after Gary's first warn forecast.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Mark, a little help here?
Oh, keep it down. The noise is making them angry.
Whoa. Hey, I'm not a beekeeper, but I can replace these windows fast.
Let Feldco be the experts in your home renewal. Right now, buy one window and you'll get one free. Plus, no interest for 1 year. And we'll get it done Feldco fast.
Buy one window, get one free, and soon. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco. Won't you come with me to the Wisconsin? Great state of Wisconsin.
There's something for everyone at the Wisconsin State Fair, presented by U.S. Cellular August 3rd through the 13th.
At Machinery Row Bicycles, you'll find bicycle store quality electric e-bikes from Trek, Electra, Felt, Giant, and more. Trek offers the best-selling e-bike in America, Trek Verve Plus, under $2,500. At Machinery Row Bicycles, you'll find fat e-bikes, mountain e-bikes, road e-bikes, bike path e-bikes, and more. Free services included. The place to shop for your new e-bike is Machinery Row Bicycles, the most beautiful bicycle store in the world.
Which hotel? Somebody say which hotel? I'm great at this. Dance your faves in the spa-like bathroom. Or enjoy local craft beers with breathtaking views at the Cambria. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
We're here today to set the record straight about Dupuytren's contracture. Surgery is not your only treatment option. People may think their contracture has to be severe to be treated, but it doesn't. Visit findahandspecialist.com today to get started.
Here's your parachute.
Certain it's okay? Are you 4imprint certain?
Certainty matters, so congratulate coworkers or say thank you with promotional products from 4imprint.com.
4imprint for certain. There's nothing better than a great night's sleep on a new mattress from Steinhoffels. The new Tempur-Pedic Breeze is made with a one-of-a-kind cooling technology that feels up to 10 degrees cooler, allowing for a better night's sleep. Right now, save $500 on the Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattress. Queen Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattresses are just $74 per month when using Steinhoffels' 72-month financing. Plus, get $300 in Steinhoffels cash. Steinhoffels is your sleep solution destination.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Well, take a look at this. A video of a bear at a Chinese zoo has sparked online debate over its authenticity. The video shows a sun bear standing on its legs inside the enclosure, and visitors looked on. Some questioned if the bear was a man dressed in a costume due to the bear's human-like stance and folds of loose skin on its back, almost like a loose-fitting bear suit. The zoo confirms it is, in fact, a sun bear that's the world's smallest bear, and a very funny one, too.
Yeah, the debate will continue. If you've ever seen the movie Midsommar, you know.
There you go. Wouldn't be. I don't think
You haven't
Amanda.
seen it?
No.
Yogi Bear is about as
It's
far
a
as I
creepy
go.
movie.
What's it about?
I don't have time to explain.
Okay.
I don't know if I can explain.
Well, we can explain the weather.
Yeah, we've got some nice weather, a little more summer-like. Temperatures, humidity levels coming up, but will we see a chance of rain? I'll have more on that in the First Warn forecast in just a couple of minutes.
First Choice Dental's got going to the dentist solved. And when you've got 11 convenient neighborhood clinics, you can solve a lot of problems, like helping you make the most of your insurance. With Coverage Check, schedule your appointment at firstchoicedental.com.
Here's your parachute.
Packed it myself.
Certain it's okay?
Mm-hmm.
Are you for imprint certain?
Certainty matters. Like the certainty of congratulating coworkers or saying thank you for being a customer with promotional products from 4imprint. Our expert team is dedicated to making your satisfaction a certainty.
Packed it myself.
Land the perfect products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Salon Pass Lidocaine Flex, a super thin, flexible patch with maximum OTC strength lidocaine that contours to the body to relieve pain right where it hurts. And did we mention it really, really sticks? Salon Pass, it's good medicine.
Wherever you go, wherever you stay, all you need is one key. Earn and use rewards across Expedia, Hotels.com, and Vrbo.
At LL Flooring, we've seen it all.
It's a rental.
It's a remodel. It's a really bad day.
Can I do this?
Can you do this?
We help you find your right floor at the right price, turning indecision into your best decision. LL Flooring, every step covered.
A single strand of mRNA could individualize how we approach cancer. And the company that's getting us there, Moderna. This changes everything.
One of the great things about having a partner like Quartz is we both believe in the transformative power of bringing people together, creating that sense of belonging and connection to our community.
In partnership with Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra, we've been able to create that experience for our members, for our neighbors, and for all of us at Quartz so we can all thrive.
At Quartz, we have a passion to stay connected to our community, and we believe that these strong ties to the people of our community is what sets us apart.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
We've been outside. It feels just a tad more humid today than it did yesterday. It looks like a couple of showers have popped up right along I-94 between Madison and Jefferson. These are basically moving toward the east and southeast and will probably only affect central portions of Jefferson County, but they should die out pretty quickly as we head towards sunset. Now, farther to the north and west, they're having some strong to severe thunderstorms over parts of the Dakotas, moving into parts of northern Minnesota, but those are even weakening as they push toward the Twin Cities because the air is a little bit drier over central Wisconsin. Over the next 10 days, though, computer model forecasts have shifted a little bit. It looks like we'll see a better chance of rain, especially as we head into the weekend. Even though the humidity levels won't be as high, we'll be close to a front that will bring enough moisture to perhaps bring some showers and thunderstorms. Now the computer models, and this is through the weekend, showing around an inch to maybe an inch and a half or 2 inches in some areas to get a heavier shower or thunderstorm across southern Wisconsin. So that's a change from yesterday. But after that, it looks like much of next week will be dry, maybe another shower or thunderstorm chance toward the end of the week. So this is over the next 10 days, probably looking at somewhere around an inch and a half of rain, which is about average for this time of year. The Climate Prediction Center outlooks came out. This is the new update as of yesterday, calling for equal chances of above or below normal temperatures across our part of the country. The southern and western parts of the country favor warmer than normal weather. The northeast and parts of the north central part of the United States expect cooler than normal temperatures. Precipitation expected to be above normal to our south and especially to the west, which is good news across the Rockies. Also along the east coast, southern parts of the country, though, starting to turn dry as we start to get into that El Nino weather pattern. As far as temperatures are concerned over the seasonal outlook, which is August, September, and October, calling for near normal temperatures here in Madison, maybe below normal temperatures just to our west, but much of the eastern, southern, and western parts of the country expecting above normal temperatures. The above normal precipitation, again, favoring areas farther to the south, especially toward Missouri, down toward the Ohio River, and into parts of the Carolinas, whereas the Pacific Northwest and parts of the Southwest expected to be drier than normal. Three things that you need to know in our forecast. Look for warm weather with high temperatures in the mid to upper 80s for tomorrow and Thursday. Humidity levels will be high over the next 2 days, but not looking at much in the way of rain. Maybe like what we're seeing right now, just a spotty shower and a spot or two. The better chances for showers and thunderstorms will be in the Friday afternoon through Monday time frame, with the highest probabilities probably from about, say, Saturday night into Sunday. As we plan your night across Dane County, look for variably cloudy skies. Low temperature 66 Madison, 65 in Mount Vernon, 65 in Sauk City. Across the rest of southern Wisconsin, low of 68 in La Crosse, 64 in Platteville, and 65 in Janesville. For tomorrow, look for skies to be partly sunny. It'll be very warm, also a tad more humid with a high of 86. You factor the two together, we'll probably be looking at heat index readings between about 87 and 92 degrees. Our first one, 7 to 10 day forecast. Wednesday and Thursday staying mainly dry with, even though we have higher humidity. The humidity drops a bit on Friday, but we'll see a slight chance for an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. Better chances from Friday night into Saturday, and probably the best chance Saturday night into Sunday. Much of next week now looking for high temperatures in the upper 70s, so just a tad below normal. Nighttime low temperatures in the 50s and mainly dry weather, maybe a shower or thunderstorm chance toward the end of next week. But hey, for the first week of August, I'm not going to complain with temperatures in the upper 70s for highs.